We're now live the wrong way. Look, we're live looking at us looking at live. How do I flick that around?
That's it. Okay, we got there in the end.
Right. Oh, look, there we go. Let's just bring that in like that. Actually, that works quite well, doesn't it?
It does work very well.
We've saved the day. We were having
Technical
issues. I haven't got my phone to do Instagram, so we had to muck around, and we did it though.
We did it. We got there in the end.
Under pressure, we did it. We did it. All right, let's.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
Good morning, team. Who is up and on it?
No, on and up it.
On and up it. Okay.
On and up it.
I've been waiting 28 months to say that.
Have you?
I've been the other side of the camera for 28 months, and I've been dying to say that.
That is the way to
Good
start
morning,
it.
team.
Morning, team. And you've got to do a bit of this.
Yeah, a little bit of hand action.
I've had to try and stop clapping. I'm getting
Okay.
much better at that. Oh, brilliant. Right, we've got loads of people on. So apologies, we are a couple of minutes late. That's totally my fault. I messed it up, but
Good
we sorted it
morning,
out.
all.
Everyone's on, aren't they? Oh, fab. All right, so we've got that sorted. We are good to go. We can see all the comments as well. We're sort of looking up there. Fab. There's Carol Ray, Terry Bennett. Bex, this is what it's like. This is what I get to see.
Right,
So
okay,
it's
you
cool,
get to
isn't
see
it?
everybody's comments popping up. Good
Yeah.
morning, Jassy. This is my beautiful friend in Shropshire.
Is that
Hello,
right?
Michelle.
There's Austin.
And Austin. Woohoo!
The greats are on.
All the greats are on.
Andrew Ryan, I'm catching up with you later on in the week. Fab. So this morning, I'm talking to the wonderful, fabulous, amazingness, Cassie Ridley, who's been with me from the very start of this whole thing, haven't you?
Yeah, have indeed. I was your biggest fan, following you every morning for the last 28 months for a bit of morning motivation.
And then you came, we met, the first time we met was at my TED Talk. Is that right?
Yep, at your TED Talk in Newlands Hall, was
Yeah,
it?
in,
Newlands Hall.
New
Hall, that's
Hall
it.
School, yeah.
Yep.
So I did a TED Talk. If you haven't seen it yet, it's pretty cool actually. It was
Brilliant.
good on the day.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed
that's it. I was about 6 weeks alcohol free, and that was it. It was a game changer for me.
It was.
Watched that, met your lovely family, and that was it.
And off to the races. Who else was? Alan was there, wasn't he?
Al was there, Andy Garwood.
Andy Garwood, yes. Some of the
Yeah,
real,
there was a few of them there.
Great. So all three of you now are training to become accredited coaches as well. I've just realised that.
Yep.
How fab is that, by the way?
Massive,
Totally cool.
massive.
And that TED Talk, yeah, check it out if you get a chance. It's called The Limitless Pill. They sort of messed the title up, so people don't really know what it is, but it's called The Limitless Pill. Do check it out. I was really super proud of that. I was unbelievably nervous. That was the first thing I'd ever done like that, and it went really well, though. I was really thrilled with it. And it was,
You didn't show your nerves. You never do you?
sort of, I'd rehearsed a lot, to be fair. I put in a lot of effort, but that was at the moment in my life when I had my master's degree dissertation due, my final book draft due, and then the TED Talk came up literally within 2 weeks. I remember I got to the end of that and Tara said, really quite matter-of-factly, don't do that again.
No, enough is enough.
Don't do that again. That's like, that's
I
too
remember
much.
that. I've heard all these stories so
I know,
many
you
times.
know.
You know, I know the script.
You do, don't
Yeah, I
you?
know the
You
script
can
by
finish
now.
off my stories.
I can, yeah, I could finish off your stories.
At this stage. Right, so what I thought would be lovely, and Cassie's just informed me, by the way, this is the first time that we've done this, right? And there's been loads of people before Cassie. This is our first time to do this.
Yep, first morning live. First time live we've ever done
Is
together.
is that true?
Yeah, well, apart from like being in groups and stuff,
Right,
but this
not
is the first
like
sort of
a
like
one-to-one-y.
interviewee sort of, yeah. I think I need a podcast, actually.
You do need a
I
podcast.
deserve a podcast.
You deserve a podcast. Well, this becomes a podcast.
Okay, fabulous. That's
the way I've
great.
set this up. We just like
Fab.
reuse.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. All right, so let's get a bit of the backstory for people that don't know you. I know many people do, but I thought we'd start with your sort of story into this, and then we'll sort of slowly walk through to what you're doing now with myself and Alcohol-Free Essex and all the coaching. I think might be a nice thing. So where did it begin in terms of you thinking, do you know what? I might do something different with my relationship with alcohol.
My last hangover was very painful.
Yeah.
It was a really painful one. And yeah, I just got to the point where, you know, life had, just nothing was working. Everything just felt bad. I felt ill, my health, my mental health, and just wanted to find a change. So I just come across One Year No Beer, and the rest is history, and here I am.
Yeah, and here you are. So what happened? What was the story into that? Like you had that hangover sort of from hell. Things are just like the classic. It's almost like you got lead boots on in life, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's just
I think,
like stuck.
Yeah, I was just absolutely stuck. Just couldn't get out of that, you know, mundane, just drinking every day, hitting it really hard at the weekends. My life had always been like pretty heavy with drugs and alcohol, and and I just wanted to change. I just had enough. I just wanted to be the mum for my kids that they deserved, you know. So I just thought let's go for it. The challenge looked really good, and I like a challenge, so it set me on the path. And then I used to watch you, so that was it.
From the woods, predominantly.
From the
probably.
woods with Prince, and
the
it
Prince
was just
star. Prince has not been on. He's not been
no,
on enough.
he's not famous anymore, is he?
He's not. He's lost his little. He was on. I did a Zoom yesterday, and he got a little guest appearance. But we haven't seen. I need to get back to the woods, don't I?
You do need to.
I'm mixing it up a bit. That's why it's nice to come here and.
It's hard to do Insta and Facebook,
That's
though,
the
isn't
trouble.
it? From the woods, yeah.
I can't.
You can't have you're not like
Like
that. Yeah.
I know. I just don't know how that's going to work. Just sort of walking around. Then I won't have any.
I'm doing the
arms to move.
hands.
That'll be it. I'll be trying to sort of do that whilst holding two phones. Not going to work, is it?
No, it won't
Unless I get a
work.
special contraption. I bet I could probably get something that would let me hold two phones at once. I don't know. We need to solve that problem. See, this thing does it. It's quite clever. It goes out to YouTube and it goes out to Facebook, but it can't get onto Instagram. I don't know why that is.
I'll have to come live with you, and I'll hold one phone, you hold the other.
There
You go.
Perfect.
Duo, Morecambe and Wise. Do you know what I mean? Just
Ant
the
and Dec.
two of us.
Like Ant and Dec.
Ant and Dec, yeah.
Of a morning show. You got it. So you take the one be a challenge. But
Yeah.
in your mind, was you going to do 28 days, 90 days, or you like going all in on the year?
28 days. I didn't hold out much hope that I would get past 28 days, because I'd never been able to before.
Yeah.
Well, I'd done dry Januaries, but my birthday's the beginning of February, so I always hit it twice as hard. What was the point of that?
So yeah, even just on that, because so many people fall into that trap. I certainly did. Was dry Jan was one of those things, and it is a brilliant concept and a brilliant charity behind it, and it is wonderful, right? Because it encourages so many people to take a break. But equally, I think a lot of people use that then as a reason to get smashed in Feb, or the other side of that, they use it as a reason to get absolutely carted through December, thinking I'm going to ruin myself in December, knowing that I'm going to take a month off.
Yeah.
So I think it can, some ways, it has the opposite effect of what it's trying to achieve.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And then also on that note, I think what happens for too many people, and that's why I love it when people come to the communities and they, get into this alcohol-free space, they do it with the wrong sort of mindset. It's like, Jan's a rubbish month, I'm going to lock myself away. And then all they do is reaffirm to themselves that life's so much better in their mind with alcohol.
Yeah.
So it's like a treble, not only do they smash it in December, smash it in Feb, they take Jan off and then have a really boring month in their eyes and then use that as almost a reason to drink, because it's life's rubbish without alcohol.
Yeah, I used to always really cane it in December and just think, but I used to love January because I used to cleanse myself. So why didn't I ever hang on to that feeling and just carry on with it throughout the year? I just don't know. And it just spiraled from there again. Every year was the same. And I'm just so glad that finally I found the freedom to carry on. Watching your TED talk and then, just carry on. Yeah. I just carried on and just connected with so many people in that group, and that made the difference for me, connecting with people.
Yeah, and do you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's what I was going to say. I think for you, that connecting with a group of like-minded people and seeing other people that are a bit like you going through the same sort of struggles and successes, that's so unbelievably motivating, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
And having, and we talk about this all the time in the Mind Body Gym and in the coaching and all the things we do, is that it's so rare to have a group of people that sort of get you from all over the globe.
Yeah.
In the same, and that is the beauty of the online, that it's allowed us something that didn't really exist before, and we'll talk about the offline in a minute, to get into a room, effectively a virtual room, with loads of people from all over the globe that have got a shared common bond on a regular basis, get together and just talk about stuff. Like on yesterday's Zoom, we were talking about the meaning of life and finding purpose. And whenever I have those conversations, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. Whenever I have those conversations on a Tuesday lunchtime, everyone's sober, talking about the meaning of life and purpose and how we're going to find it. I'm like, that's just so incredibly powerful.
It is. I've been on many of them Zooms with you, and it's just amazing what bubbles up and how emotional people get, and the sharing that goes on in those Zooms is just unbelievable. It's really powerful, really, really powerful.
And then for
Hi,
you,
Renice.
Oh, Renice, there's Renice.
I love my friend Renice. I've got to come to Paris and have coffee with you. Yeah,
We've got to go to Paris.
We've got to have a meeting in Paris, haven't we?
We'll have a little offsite. Have a little offsite in Paris. So for you then, you started out on this alcohol-free adventure. Was it all plain sailing? Did you like crush it from the start, or were there?
Well, you know, I've had probably since my 30s. I've had years of trying, reading different books and stuff on my own. I've been to AA. You know, I've searched and blipped and fallen over and tried a lot of times. But this time it just stuck with me. And I think it was just connecting with everybody that was the same as me and wanted the same thing, and knowing that I wasn't alone and I wasn't the only one that felt like this. Because all my friends that I was a part of, none of them seemed to feel the way I felt.
Yeah.
You know, they were quite happy to just feel like shit every day, you know. But I wasn't. I wanted something else in my life, and I wanted to feel different. I wouldn't waste another day on a hangover. I feel exactly the same as you now, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel too good. I don't want to ever go back there
Look
again.
amazing.
Thank you.
As well.
Thank
And
you.
I know you've got your sort of before and after photos that come out every now and again, and there's a whopping
It's
great
a great
difference.
reminder, isn't it?
It is.
I love showing that one though, and I've just gone public with that. I've always shown it in One Year No Beer
right,
and in
right.
Alcohol-Free Essex, but never on my own
I
personal
see.
page. But I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to put it out there now. I'm just going to get brave and show them how much I've transformed my life from the outside and the inside.
Yeah, and that's a really nice thing you say, because there is that tangible, visible like difference that I think a lot of people experience. Not everyone, but like even in my story, you've seen my before photos. I look totally different. I look like Ricky Hatton going through one of these, the boxer going through his big chubby.
You just look
chubby
so
phases.
different.
Totally different. And every now and again, you know, like someone will share a photo with me, and I'm like, blimey.
And we're aging, but we're getting younger. It's just,
That's what it is.
it's unbelievable, isn't it?
It is. I genuinely.
The alcohol-free, you know, anti-aging is just unbelievable.
This place is like cocoon. We're all going to be walking out of here like in our 60s and 70s, looking sort of 30.
We're in the what is it?
Zone
Zone 1
1.
health studio as well. So
In
come
Baddow.
down here. It's amazing.
Oh, you've got to check it out, actually. It's so cool. And we've got
It
our
is
first
so amazing. I
two
can't wait.
events.
I can't wait on Sunday
You're
to
coming,
come
aren't you?
here. Yeah,
so
it's going to be brilliant.
Sunday, we've got an in-person event here with Christian and the team and myself. And then on Saturday, we've got a virtual event, basically going through the whole Zone 1 longevity and health formula. Longevity and health formula.
It
Cool.
looks
It's about
so
longevity.
good.
Cool, but we'll come back to that. So, you're on your story, you're making connection. For me, that has helped you connect with your superpower.
Yeah.
And I think you've got two superpowers, and I've said this to you before. One is kindness, which is such a beautiful superpower, I think, and you just exude that. It's just that radiates from you. And two is your ability, which I've just noticed recently when we had our little mini get-together with the Mind Body Gym, and you were just like all over it. That was you in your element. We've been studying a lot about people's element. Great book, Sir Ken Robinson, called The Element. If anyone wants to check that out, it's a fabulous insight into finding meaning and purpose through the things that you love. And you see people in their element. It's a really like beautiful experience, whether they're a virtuoso on the stage.
This is your element.
Yeah, this is me, yeah.
But I love, in-person meetups and like, seeing people in real life is just amazing. I love it.
Yeah, this was
really
seeing
good.
Cassie in that real world, like just being all over it. Whereas for me, in the real world, like with big groups, it's a bit like, I just want to hide in the background and let Cassie do all the intro-y stuff. But it was really beautiful to see. And I thought that's, I think part of your story as well, being on this adventure. Maybe, do you feel that that's helped you connect with those type of superpowers? Or were they always there? Or do you think being alcohol-free
I
allowed
think
that to blossom?
they've always been there. I've always been pretty kind, I'd like to think. I always think treat other people as you're going to be treated yourself. And that's always been one of my values, I suppose. And even more so now. I've met so many people all over the world from so many different walks of life. And I just feel we've all got a common denominator. We're all trying to just be the best version of ourselves. And I just love it. I love being around all these people. It just gives me such a buzz.
Yeah, and
it really does.
It's so beautiful to see. And then on that note, so let's go back to the alcohol-free story. So build us through that. You've taken a break, you're building momentum. What sort of happened? What were the benefits that you started to notice as you progressed?
Yeah, just my mental health and the clarity that came with it was just unbelievable. And you know, I used to pop painkillers every day of my life, and now, I don't have to take anything, you know.
Yeah.
And just that freedom of not having to worry about alcohol and drinking and how was I going to feel, and it's just everything's just totally changed for me.
Yeah, that clarity and that headspace. I think that's something you touched on there is really important. That you don't realise how much headspace is taken up by the alcohol situation.
Yeah. About
Is
finishing
this-
work, getting a bottle of
Yeah,
wine,
how
you
do
know,
I get
am I
it?
going to have enough? And
Is the bar open? When does the bar close?
Yeah.
Is it going to be a big queue? What am I drinking? Is this a 2-night drink? Am I driving? Whose turn is it?
yeah, it's just
like
draining.
everywhere.
It's absolutely draining. And it's the freedom that you get with
Yeah.
not drinking. I don't have to worry about all that now.
I think people don't realise that though. When you first go into it, you've got no idea, have you? You
No.
don't realise because you don't understand how much headspace it's taken. And one of the massive advantages, I think, is when you get about 4 or 5, or you get a bit deeper into it, you suddenly realise, bloody hell, I don't have to worry about that alcohol thing anymore.
Yeah,
and you
it's
just almost feel that like drain out of your mind that frees, I think, for
And you're
space.
organised, you know, everything becomes more organised in your life, and it's just everything changes so much. I've just found so many benefits from it.
Yeah, it's been so good. And like you said, you've met all these wonderful people along the way. So then that sort of started to blossom into, let's talk about alcohol-free Essex now as well, and then we'll talk about coaching.
Okay.
So tell us about alcohol-free Essex.
Alcohol-free Essex, yeah. So
I take it it's always sunny.
it's always sunny
Always
in
sunny.
Essex, is it?
Like I said,
There's
it's
a
just,
few clouds out there
don't
today.
tell anyone, it's always sunny. It's beautiful sunshine, that's what I can see anyway.
Well, because it's always sunny in Essex, I just thought I wanted to connect everybody around Essex.
It's like barbecues and
Yeah,
stuff. like, all the
barbecues
time.
and it's such a shame, because the idea that I had was to connect everybody around Essex who was like-minded and were giving up alcohol to support each other. Then COVID hit, and you know, I wanted to take the offline and be able to have meetups and stuff like that. So we haven't been able to do as much as we really, really wanted to do. Al was with me from the very beginning. Love you, Alan Morgan.
There he is.
Yeah, the absolute legend himself. He was with me from the beginning. I came up with this idea and just said to him, what do you think? He's like, yeah, let's go for it. And the next minute, that's it, I'd set it up on Facebook. And we haven't looked back. And we've got like 120 people, I think, now that we all connect, and we have walks, and we've just climbed Mount Snowdon together, for those that didn't know.
Tell us about that. Tell us about climbing Snowdon. How cool
just
is that?
amazing.
It's just, and talk about connecting. And actually, wasn't it someone on my live yesterday was saying feeling a bit lost, feeling like there's not as much fun anymore. And was it? I don't know if it was you that commented back, but someone said you should climb Snowdon.
Yeah, it was me.
It was you, yeah.
Yeah, climb a mountain with
Climb a
people.
mountain, that's what you said.
Climb a mountain with people that are on the same wavelength as you, you know. All the lovely people that I've met around here, like Austin and Louise, Jenny, Steph, Joe. There's so many of us, and we all make Alcohol-Free Essex what it is, you know, supporting people. We've run Zooms, evening Zooms to try and help people and support people. And they're just a great bunch of people. Really, really great bunch. I couldn't have done it without them all.
No, and I think that's so powerful, turning the offline, something that we're going to do a lot more of over the coming sort of months and years.
Yeah.
I think it's really important. And again, even just having our little Mind Body Gym unofficial impromptu meet up just the other day reminded
in London.
me
Brilliant.
how powerful it is. And what I also always notice, and I'm sure you've noticed the same thing, that you can make online connections, and those bonds, they are unbelievably powerful offline.
Yeah.
It's like you've always known that person.
Exactly.
You don't
It is.
realise, you sort of don't realise it when it's all online, and it's not until you meet them in person you
Yeah.
realise how powerful the bond is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. When I've met them in person, it's
there
just
they are.
like, whoa, like we've always known each other. Yeah.
Some people are a bit taller, some people are a bit smaller.
Yeah, everybody's got legs. It's nice to see people's legs for a change.
Yeah, it's nice. And that's not even when they meet me. I met Andy Delderfield, which is lovely to meet Andy.
Oh, it was lovely to meet Andy.
What was really nice
another
about
legend.
that, I was just a little bit taller than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were the tallest there that day, weren't you?
Where is
It was
he?
between you and Andrew Ryan, I
Oh, I
think.
won
He
it
was
miles,
quite
by
a
miles.
he was quite a tall man.
I was standing on my tippy toes a couple of times to get photos, just to like broaden the distance.
We've got a
between us.
beach
So-
day actually with Andy before he goes back to
Oh, is that- how have you?
Spain in Frinton on the 8th of August. Anybody wants to come down there that day.
So the 8th of August. And
Alcohol-free Essex meet-up or MBG meet-up. Anybody that wants to come down there that day, we're meeting on Frinton Beach on the 8th, Sunday the 8th.
Sunday the 8th.
To say hi to Andy Delderfield and wish him farewell as he goes back to Spain. He's been over here for 6 weeks, so yeah, great. It's going to be lovely to see him and his family. Everyone's bringing their families, their kids. Yeah, so
I won't be there.
Picnic. You're going to be in Ireland.
I'll be in Ireland.
Yeah.
But anyway, so anyone that's interested in that, drop Cassie a note on what's the best place to get you? Alcohol-free Essex?
Yeah, Alcohol-free Essex. They can contact me through that, or just on my personal page, Cassie Ridley. Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, and Frinton's a beautiful place. If you don't know it, my parents lived there for a while. Spent a lot of time there. Super cool. Frinton was quite unique. For many, many years, didn't have a pub.
No.
Only about
Now
probably
they've
about
got-
10 years ago.
now they've got a couple.
They put a couple in.
Yeah,
didn't they?
there's a wine bar and a pub now.
Yeah, it was one of the few. That was its sort of almost big selling point, was that it didn't have any.
It's still quite calm there, though.
Yeah.
You've got no riff-raff in Frinton, especially inside the gates. My mum and dad would like me to say that.
Right inside the
Inside
it's
the
very
gates,
posh,
yes,
isn't it?
it
It's
is,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know, my mum and dad loved it there. I thought it was beautiful there. They had a couple of places there. My nan actually was in a home just up the road.
Right, okay.
Just up the road, yeah, and sort of collected, yeah, my lovely nan. But anyway, that's another story. So, Alcohol-free Essex, you've taken the online, offline, you've got this beautiful community building,
Yep.
which is so super cool. And we're going to do lots more around that, because I think that's what this is all about, really. We're going to talk about this offline in a minute, you and I, about the sort of bigger vision for all of this, because I really believe that there is this lovely opportunity to sort of connect people together in all the different niches, but then come together as a bit of a collective and move the
Definitely.
needle, because we've all got the same sort of shared common story and bond. I just think it's such
That's it. It's just
beautiful
about helping others and spreading
Yeah.
the alcohol-free word, isn't it? Because that's what we're all about. Better life guy. Everybody that's on Instagram, there's just so many fabulous people just all trying to do the same thing, just help others.
Yeah, obviously One Beer, we mentioned Freddie
One
and
You
Sharon
Know Beer,
and all
yeah,
the like
Freddie and
wonderful
Sharon,
people.
yeah,
Yes.
they're doing amazing as well, yeah.
And the truth is this, we need loads more.
We do.
I
There's
genuinely
room for
believe-
so many people, and it's just getting everybody into that healthy place. It's just finding happiness and meaning and purpose in their life, isn't it?
Yeah, and the start of it, I think, is removing alcohol, because it gives you that clarity.
Totally.
We're biased, but I think it's the truth.
Yeah, you take that one thing away, and everything in your life
Come on.
changes. Everything.
And we see it, and I see it up close all the time. So I would often see someone that's part of what we do, and then if alcohol creeps back in, they sort of disappear very
Yep.
often.
Yep.
Because they just can't, everything starts to fall to pieces. Like the time disappears, the momentum disappears, they start to beat themselves up a little bit because their mental clarity goes a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the alcohol disappears, voomp, they're back in the game again. It's such a, So I
Yeah.
think what we're doing is really powerful. I think you're like me, we'll be doing this to the day that
Day we die,
The
yeah.
day we check out. And
Yeah.
rightly so, because I think it's a beautiful thing to do for ourselves and for other people. And it's a really
Absolutely, yeah.
unique skill, because not many people can actually do it, if you know what I mean, as ironic as that sounds, because like still my family, all the people that I know and love, they'll still drink.
Yeah,
So I
it's
think
hard. It's very
niche.
hard to turn away from society, I've found it very difficult with my old friends that I've had, but everything changes, and you just got to try and adapt those relationships as well. I've got a few best friends that are like family to me, but we have had very strained relationship because of me giving up drinking.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to lose that friendship. Their friendship means a lot to me, and hopefully now we're coming out of COVID and everything, I can build on that and make that work, because that's important to me as well, to still make those old relationships work, even though I've changed and
Yeah.
they're still the same.
Yeah, and I
And
think,
I've got to accept their life as it is, and accept them drinking, and accept they've got to accept me, that I've changed, and
totally agree.
it's finding that balance, isn't it, and that connection on an even level.
Yeah, and something you said there is really important, that it is you accepting that you've changed and that they've maybe remained the same, but we can't expect them to change.
No.
For us, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think it's like, this is a solo mission for many people. That's why the groups and communities like Alcohol-free Essex and all the stuff that we do are so important, because there's your little group that get you, because very often the people in the sort of real world around that won't quite understand it.
No.
So I think a trap that a lot of people can fall into is making the assumption that because you've changed, they should change to reflect your change.
Yeah.
But people don't.
No, that's right. So you can't expect people. Not everybody wants to be like you,
Yeah.
but as we say, you just got to keep shining your light from the
Exactly.
outside, and hopefully, I get messages every day of people wanting help and how did you do it and advice, and that's what it's all about. That's why I tell my story so much. That's why I put it all over social media, because I just want people to be the best versions of themselves.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful? That's so cool. And then, so Alcohol-Free Essex is bubbling away, and then now you've obviously been part of my team since this started. You were the first person that was ever part of it.
Yeah, we were Team Ramage, weren't we?
Team Ramage, and you'll always be a part of it. And Tara and I and my family all appreciate everything you do, because you're absolutely fab, and we love having you around. And now
lovely family. You've got a lovely family.
Yeah, I know. My girls, they're being here a bit later on.
Right, okay.
Pumping
Lifting
some
some
irons.
weights. 3.
And now you're training with us to become a double accredited coach.
Yep.
How are you finding that?
Yeah, absolutely loving it. Got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life at the moment, so that's quite hard, finding that balance, moving house and all stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to getting to the other side, moving in my new house and really like honing in on the study then. But yeah, I'm really, really loving it. It's brilliant. It's great going back and studying something that you really love and you enjoy, rather than being told what you've got to study at school, because I didn't really do it very well at school. But I don't think I was interested, where all this positive psychology and all the other stuff that we're doing is just, it's just amazing. And Sarah and Naomi and yourself, what amazing teachers to guide us, guides.
It's so cool. So, like I said, it's a double accredited coaching course. We're going to run probably only one of those a year starting in Jan, so we will be talking about it again pretty soon. But I think what's important about your story that you just touched on there, that education-wise, you sort of left school and it wasn't particularly for you. And then there's that moment of, right, am I academically going to be able to do something like this coaching? But what we've offered through it is the study skills, which are brilliant.
The support is amazing from Naomi and Sarah, and them both being teachers. Do you know what I mean? They're really, Sarah's, and they've both really made me believe in myself that I can achieve it, even though I left school with no GCSEs. I never got past my English. Well, I've got to hand my essay in a couple of weeks, so we'll see how it goes. But no, they've just held my hand all the way. Sarah won't have me say a bad word about myself. She's like, come on, you can do this. She's totally made me believe in myself.
Brilliant.
And, I even think now I'd love to do a degree. When Ethan goes to secondary school in a couple of years' time, I'd love to go on and do a degree. And I think, why not? Why can't I?
Do you know what? Sarah and I had a conversation just yesterday where we're starting to liaise with the University of East London.
Right, okay.
To maybe get the course in such a shape that it might be a gateway into
a degree type.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Program, because obviously I did the Masters in Positive Psychology and Coaching Psychology.
Yeah.
So we're just in the early stages of seeing if we can actually tailor the course so it could be a sort of segue into something, because that's what you'd love.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
the sort of stuff that
that's what interests me. Yeah, and why shouldn't I be able to do it? I never believed in myself before, but now I think just go for it, Cassie. What have you got to lose?
What have you got to lose? And it's so beautiful to hear it, isn't it? So many people would have that backstory and go, "Oh, that's it, I'm out. I can't do that. It's impossible." And base their whole rest of their life on their school report.
Yeah, those limiting beliefs. And we learn how to break them down, don't we, in the Arete way?
We do.
So anyone that wants to come and break some limiting beliefs, come and join us in the Arete way.
Yeah, do, yeah. But it's so true, and I see that all the time. It's like, I didn't do well at school. That means for the rest of my life, I can't do anything that involves anything that's remotely academic because I'm not good enough. What a load of rubbish.
Yeah, it is.
What a complete limiting belief.
But you made me believe in myself for me to do this, You took me under your wing and we created the Office Athlete and made it work and it's all down to you as well. So I thank you so much.
I know you're
Thanks for shining your light, your red hair.
Ginger beacon. Ginger beacon of positivity.
The ginger beacon.
It's looking very red on you here. You did say it was looking very red.
Perhaps it's blending from my red top.
I think it's the suntan. It's like a clash.
The suntan.
There's a clash. You can do it, Cassie. So, what's next for Cassie?
What's next? We just want to smash the alcohol-free space.
Yeah.
I want to help loads of people, as many people as I can, change their relationship with alcohol. Just move into my new home, start my new life, and hopefully do a degree in a couple of years' time.
Look at that. I just think that's so bloody brilliant.
Once I get my accreditation, my double accreditation, and just be I just want to be the best coach that I can be, and I'm just going to keep at it and at it and at it and never give up.
So on that note, you're coaching already, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
So if anyone listening would want to work with Cassie, go for it. Get in contact with Cassie because she's absolutely amazing. And the best places again are Alcohol Free Essex.
Yep, I've got my new company name is called A New You.
A New You,
A New You Coaching Solutions. So you can email me at anycoaching.co.uk.
Say that again. So
anycoaching at ANY coaching.co.uk. Yeah, anyone can email me on that as well.
So is that Cassie at?
Cassie at, Oh, Austin would tell me off. Thank God you're here to pick me up.
Cassie
at anycoaching.co.uk.
Or contact you on the socials.
Yeah, or contact me on the socials. Instagram's gone.
Instagram's blown up.
Oh no! Quick, try and get them back.
I don't know if we've got to get them back. But we've got loads of comments. I'm just going to go to a couple of the comments. Is that right?
Okay, yeah, that's fab.
Let's do it. Terry says, you can do it, Cassie. I went back and did a degree and really chuffed as I didn't think that I had a cat in hell's chance of passing. You can do this.
Oh, my lovely Terry. She's such a fabulous lady. It was lovely to climb Snowdon with her as well.
Oh, Terry was on Snowdon.
Yeah, Terry come to Snowdon with us, and she done the zip wire down the quarry. Woo!
Yeah, I've got to do that. Is that the fastest or the longest?
The fastest zip wire in the world. Yeah, it was brilliant.
It?
Yeah, it was really awesome. Doing it with all some amazing people.
It's Sarah, I'm looking forward to being coached by you, Cassie.
Oh yeah, my lovely Sarah. Yes,
yeah,
I'm gonna start some coaching with her next week.
There's Jenny.
My lovely friend Jenny. Hello, my darling.
Oh, look at Steph. Steph is always all over it.
Oh, Steph, you are such a great admin. What would we do without you?
What would you do without Steph?
She came and saved my life, didn't she? She saved our life, actually.
To be fair. Steph's put Cassie's email on the chat if anyone's looking for that. There's Julia. How you doing, Julia
Warden. I haven't spoken to you for ages.
No,
love you so much. Julia. And I need to connect with that lady in real life as well.
Get in touch with Julia.
There's so many people. I want to go to Australia. I need to go Papua New Guinea to see Nerida.
Yeah, we do.
I need to go to America to see Christy. There's so many people all over the world that I need to go and see. Potter Pickle in Australia.
That's right, Kathy. There's so many lovely. Look at all the beautiful gang. Cassie, I'd like to thank Sarah Prophet for her tremendous support and encouragement over the last 3 weeks. She's an old school friend and has definitely helped me begin my AF journey. That's so cool.
So good.
That is what this is about, and we're going to talk a lot more about this over the coming weeks and months. I think of getting together and then just magnifying this thing out and inspiring other people. Look at it, it's just so cool. There's Andy Garwood.
Andy Garwood. See, I got here in the end. I said to him this morning, you had Andy Garwood on his 1 year no beer, and I've never ever been live with you.
I got told off.
Yeah, he got
Before
told
we went
off.
On air, it
How
was
dare?
Like, hold on.
How dare he do that to me?
Known you the longest, been part of the longest.
No, you did know Andy Garwood before me, actually, because he started this journey before me. Yeah, I'll let him off.
See, that's what
I'll let you off.
That's why I did that.
Okay.
That's why I did that. I did it in order of the people.
I just need to do these in case you ever, want to have a little break, and I can, get a little bit more confident with the lives.
You do this, no trouble.
The female version of Andy Ramage.
You've got to dye your hair ginger, so you're in trouble.
Oh, I don't know about that. No, I don't suit red. No.
Oh, I don't know. There's TJ. I felt the axis of the earth shift. And seeing the two of you together.
My lovely TJ. Right. Yeah, I've got to go to Hawaii as well. That's another destination.
That is another one. We're definitely going there.
Hawaii.
There's Polly. How you doing, Polly? This is such a great idea, Cassie. Anyone interested? If I start alcohol-free Cornwall.
There's so many. Yep, I've got a friend in Cornwall that would love that. Sarah, if you're watching, she really, really. There's my Jed. There's my man. Hello.
Where is he?
He's there.
Oh, Jed. There
Hi. He is. We're coming here on Sunday for a gym sesh.
Yes,
can't wait.
So that'd be cool. Yeah, we've got again the sort of first ever in-person Zone 1 health and longevity formula 4-hour workshop and a virtual one. At the weekend. That's been exclusive to our Mind and Body Gym
can't wait
members,
for that.
But we
Sunday.
might put that out into the bigger world if this one's a success. I'm sure it will be. It'll be absolutely brilliant. Anyway, I think we will wrap it up there, Cassie. That was absolutely fab. There's Gary as well. top live.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, I was very relaxed actually.
I think
really,
you've been the most relaxed person that I've had on the bench. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Oh, is this the bench?
This is the bench. This is like the IKEA bench that you can literally pick up with one finger. It's like,
yeah, Christian told me not to sit too far on the end in case I fell on the floor. Yeah.
So we have to get up together in sync. Because if we don't, one of us
will flip.
One of us will flip up. But we'll do that off the camera in case it goes pear-shaped. Have a brilliant day. I hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed
this, done it.
You did it. And please share it with friends or people that you know if you think they'll enjoy our conversation today. And I'll do more of this. I'll get more of you on to talk about this sort of stuff.
Yeah, we'll go for a walk in the woods with Prince.
Oh yes.
Prince and Willow can meet. There you go. There you go.
It could be a
love story.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Right there. Right, we'll wrap it up there on
Have
that note.
a good day, all.
Have a brilliant day, everyone, and we will see you all tomorrow. I'll see you all tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, I won't. I'm going to stay in bed tomorrow. This is far too early for me.
Is that right? Yeah.
School holidays.
Right, see you later on, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.